Well, hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you are new. I am so happy that you're here today. I am cozied up in a fall sweater. I have got my coffee. I'm gonna sit here, do my devotional, and then head out the door because we are heading to the depot at Gibson Mill today, and I am so excited. This is actually one of my most requested videos. We love taking trips to the depot. It is truly my happy place. I could spend hours and hours there, and I get countless messages from so many of you saying that because you watched my video, you made a trip to the depot. So it is in Concord, North Carolina, and it is the largest antique mall in the South. You could truly spend a whole day there. There's restaurants and coffee shops and just about everything you need to really have a fun day out antiquing, and take a friend with you or a family member. It truly is such a special time to spend just enjoying and getting to look at all of the booths and all of the things that the vendors have out. Some of the vendors will style their booths, and it gives me decorating ideas and inspiration. So this is a morning that really fills me up, and I have had it on my calendar for a while now and have truly been counting down the days. I'm so excited to see whatever they have out for fall, and I do have a little list of things that I'm actually going for today. Sometimes I just go to look around, but today I'm kind of on a mission. I've got some things I'm looking for different areas of our home, so I'm really looking forward to that. But today's video is extra special because it's in collaboration with my sweet friend Sarah over at Laugh Love Langella. Sarah and I have been friends for years. Truly, she became my friend actually when she started working with us at House and Home when we had our store online, and she would help package the orders. We would sort through inventory together. We would chat about all the things we loved. It really was such a fun time, and I'm so grateful that I got to meet her through our store. So we really became friends and talked all things YouTube because I had my YouTube channel back then, and she ended up creating one of her own and has had her own YouTube channel in the home decorating space for several years now, and she is killing it. Her home is beautiful. Her and her husband do so many different DIYs. She shares decorating ideas, styling tips, all things home, just like I do over here on my channel. If you are not already subscribed to Sarah's channel, definitely head over and check her out. I know so many of you already follow her because you know, she's amazing. So I think that you're gonna love her. I'll have her video from today linked down in the video description as well, because we are headed to the depot together. We are both going to film at the depot, and you'll get to kind of see our different perspectives about what things stand out to me versus her, and maybe what items she ends up grabbing and what items I end up grabbing. It is fun to kind of see it from the two different perspectives. While we do have similar styles, we definitely have some differences as well. I think it's gonna be so fun. So make sure you head to the video description below after you watch this video and send her some love, let her know I sent you, and also subscribe if you haven't already. All right, friends, let's go ahead and head over to the depot at Gibson Mill. I try to stop into the depot at Gibson Mill at least once every couple of months, but typically more frequently around the holiday season. And over time, I've picked up a few helpful tips. If you're planning a trip, I'd highly recommend coming in the morning, right when they open around 10 a.m., especially on a weekday if you can swing it, because weekends can get really crowded. Sometimes it's shoulder to shoulder and even a long wait at checkout. But earlier in the day during the week, you'll have room to browse and take your time and just really enjoy everything that this incredible place has to offer. One thing I always love seeing are the vessels and the crocks. There are so many unique shapes and sizes. And right now for fall, there are jack-o'-lanterns, pine cones, pumpkins, dried gourds, and just about everything in between. It feels a little bit like autumn everywhere you turn. Now, we didn't cover the entire depot today. It honestly takes hours, if not an entire day, to see everything, but we did make our way through the main room and a couple of the offshoot rooms, which gave us a great variety of what's here. There was also an amazing selection of artwork, so many framed pieces that ranged from really affordable finds to more high-end investment-worthy art. I love how varied the styles are though. You truly never know what you're going to come across. And of course, the furniture. There were so many gorgeous pine pieces, cabinets, armoires, and tables. If you're on the hunt for some statement furniture, this place does not disappoint. One piece that really caught my eye was this massive shelf. It was truly stunning. I was so tempted to bring it home, but I just couldn't think of the perfect spot, and so I decided to hold off. Still, it's definitely in the back of my mind, and I may end up going back for it if I can find a spot in our home. couple of booths I really wanted to highlight for you today. One of them is called Ruffin's Roost, and Sarah and I actually had the chance to meet the vendors while we were there. They were just the sweetest. They sat and talked with us for a little while, and we learned that they actually have 3 different booths inside of the depot, and on top of that, it sounds like they have so much going on outside of the depot too, so I'll keep their Instagram handle here for you to check them out. And the other booth I just have to give a shout out to is my friend Janelle's. She has Olive June Vintage. She's a dear real life friend of mine, and she has the most beautiful booth. I've shared her space here several times because it's always just so inspiring to me. She also has an Instagram account that you should definitely check out. I'll put it on the screen here just so you can see all of the beautiful pieces that she finds, the ways that she curates everything in her booth but also in her home. I just love her dearly, and I think she has the most beautiful taste. Before wrapping up the shopping portion, I should mention the Gibson Mill Market, which is right next door and shares the same parking lot as the depot. It's filled with food vendors, coffee, and so many great options if you just want to make a whole day of your trip here. And inside the depot itself, there's also a little cafe that makes the best chicken salad. I am so glad that we went and just got to have some girl time today, stroll the aisles of the depot, and I did come home with some goodies, so I wanted to share those with you all now. So we are gonna let's start with the largest piece. This one you have to hear me out on. Okay, so the reason that I ended up bringing home this piece is because I've been looking for some really quality, like beautiful frames, and this has a gorgeous frame and a beautiful mat, and it's the perfect color, the tones that I'm looking for our home, but the print itself I am going to be swapping out. Sarah and I were both admiring how beautiful this frame is, and I thought that this deep, dark, rich brown was going to be so pretty. And I think that I am either going to put like a family photo in here or maybe a piece of artwork from Etsy. This mat is truly gorgeous. I love the color green that it is. It's actually very similar to the green that's behind me. This one was only $40, which for the size and for a piece of art at the depot, that's a really good price. I also got another piece of art. I wasn't gonna share this with you, but I will because it's here. This is for our son Theo's bedroom. He has loved foxes since he was a baby. He is now 9, and he just loves anything fox. So I thought this would be really cute. He actually has like a really pretty blue dresser in his bedroom, and so I'm thinking this will look so precious above his dresser. I did end up grabbing this cute little pine cone. It was only $3, which I know you can go outside and find pine cone, but what I loved about this one is it does actually sit nice and flat, so I can use it on my shelf for decor in the fall and in the winter, and I just thought it was so pretty. It's just a really cute little pine cone, and for $3 it was worth it to me. And then on that same note of just something nice and sweet, I found this little bell, and I just have a little soft spot in my heart for decorative bells out, especially during the holiday season. But my grandma and grandpa used to have 2 cute little bells that always sat on this little end table in their living room, and they've since both passed away, and so anytime I see a little bell I always just think of them. So this will be great for a little shelf that I am decorating. I have 2 more things to share with you. I found this beautiful pot. I love this. I love it for a couple of reasons. Number one, I love that it has this little like lip at the top. It's got just a little bit of fun detail to it. I like the shape and that it's a little bit shorter than some of the crocks and vases that I have. I'm looking for something for our kitchen table to maybe put some decorative stems in, or honestly, I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna style this, so stay tuned. But something a little bit shorter because we do have our kind of chandelier light fixture that comes down, and I didn't want to block the view from sitting on either side of the table. So we'll see how I end up playing around with this, but this is so cute. I could see putting some wooden rolling pins or big wooden like utensils in here. I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this throughout the years. And then last but not least, I wanted a new fruit bowl. So I have several bowls that I use around our kitchen area to hold fruit, some like vegetables, sweet potatoes, onions, things like that. But they are on the smaller size, and I wanted something that was kind of shallow but still had a little bit of like a foot to it. And this one felt perfect. The price was so great. I want to say, I can't remember off the top of my head now, but I think it was like 24 or 28. And it really is in great shape. It does have some little signs of like aging and wear, but I really like that. I am drawn to just being able to see a piece that is so loved and have that out in my home. I love a piece that like tells a story and has been around for a long time. If you see a fly flying around, I'm so sorry, but I keep seeing it come by my camera, and I'm just gonna apologize if that ends up in the footage today. But I think that is all from my adventures at the depot. I hope that you enjoyed this video so much and that you got some decorating ideas and just had fun strolling the aisles of the depot at Gibson Mill. It was so fun to collaborate with Sarah from Laugh Lovely Angela on this video. We had a blast this morning shopping together and just getting to catch up and getting to see her sweet little girl. She has a 9-month-old daughter who was along for the adventure with us today, and she was so giggly and just smiley and catching the attention of everybody. She was precious. So we had so much fun. I hope you did as well. Make sure you go and check out Sarah's channel and her video from today, which I will have linked down in the video description. And I would love to have you join my YouTube family. If you are new, if you're coming over from Sarah's channel, or you just happen to stop by, I'm Sky, and I'm truly so glad that you're here. I share all things home, from DIYs to decor hauls, decorating ideas, and so much more, and I have so much fun doing it. So I hope you'll stick around. Thank you guys for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.